I feel like I don't see a lot of people who look like me or come from similar backgrounds as me in the STEM field.
We don't really have that ability to speak out in the world as much. I never got exposed to coding or engineering.
Representation matters, and STEAM access is so critical. When you look at statistics today, the workforce is still very represented by white male professionals and is not very diverse.
I first heard about MESA when I moved to Oregon. I was in the 6th grade, and my science teacher had told me that there was a club that involved engineering and math, and it really piqued my interest.
My friends were doing it as well, so I thought I'd tag along, and that was when I got introduced to engineering and coding, and I grew an interest in it and decided to join.
Oregon MESA works with underserved youth, prioritizing BIPOC youth and first-generation college-bound students in regards to accessing math, engineering, and science opportunities, allowing kids an opportunity to really be creative and come together as a team and work in their community to design a solution to a problem.
My MESA advisor is Miss Carver.
Ms. Carver has just been really good at supporting us and giving us each the individual feedback that we need and making us all feel like we contribute something to the chapter as a whole.
They come in with very little understanding of, maybe it could be the microcontrollers or the electronics component, it could be little experience with coding, but then they get to gradually build those skills and build confidence in working with those things, and they begin to start to see themselves as an engineer, as someone who not only just learns about STEM, but also is someone who does STEM.
MESA started in Oregon around the mid-'80s to address an issue that was prevalent in regards to the Portland public school system and probably the school system in general in the state of Oregon in not having quality math and science classes available for our Black and brown youth.
Throughout these years, being a part of MESA has been a really good learning experience for me. I've learned so much about myself and learned so much about my skills. I have learned a lot about the engineering and coding aspect. I've learned how to make Arduinos work, how to wire diagrams, the basics of voltage and watts. But apart from the technical things, I've also learned a lot about collaboration, a lot about teamwork.
MESA Day is a day that everything comes together here at the Pavilion. It's when hundreds of kids from across the state come to PSU and they're able to show off their inventions, meet with college representatives and industry partners, as well as just get to celebrate each other and celebrate with others. It's a wonderful day, and it's a day that we truly get to celebrate these kids because these kids are smart, they're driven, and they are full of passion. And MESA makes it happen.
I could never leave MESA alone. For me, it built confidence, for one. I spent the entire summer as a 6th grader, 7th grader here on a Portland State campus, and we were everywhere on this campus. I felt like we felt like college students, and we were in classrooms, we were in labs, we were doing the stuff that the college kids did. So I feel, for me, as secondary education environment was not new.
I see STEM playing a really immense role in my future. I want to go to a four-year university that's focused in technology, and thanks to MESA, I realized that early on in my junior year.
As someone who's kind of wanted to go into that computer field and medical field, I know that STEM has a big part and will play even a larger part in the future as we grow with technology and as we develop new emerging devices that help people.
I remember being these kids at one point, and the things that we dreamt up kind of came true.
Anytime I've talked to any person in a math and science profession, I've always asked them the question, when did you know you liked math and science? And I promise you, hands down, not one of them have ever said to me, it was when I was in that math class in high school. No, it was my dad had a computer in my garage and he let me tinker on it and just take it apart and play with it. Or in elementary school, I went to a summer camp where they exposed me to science and I was able to just experiment and make mistakes. And I think it's those experiences that continue to bring our kids forward so that they continue on and persist and go on to careers in those spaces.
Some of my hopes and dreams include graduating from a four-year university and pursuing possibly a PhD to get those opportunities that my parents didn't have. It means a lot to them to come to this country and open up those opportunities to their children since they couldn't get that. And so it means a lot to take up those opportunities.
If we can change the face of STEAM to be more representative of our communities, then Oregon MESA has done its job.